Anime, over the many years, has somehow risen from a niche set of interests to one of the most dominant forms of media to date. And for many reasons, it's kind of easy to see why. Anime has this ability to be naturally engrossing for a whole wide, diverse group of people due to its many different genres, tropes, and art styles. But have you ever really sat down and thought, why do I like anime? For me, there's a variety of reasons, but one of the main ones that I keep finding myself coming back to is anime's ability to turn something ordinary, something completely ordinary, into something extraordinary. And I don't think that any anime embodies this more than Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone follows the story of Senku Ishigami, a 15-year-old genius and scientific prodigy, along with his friends Taiju Oki, a happy-go-lucky, super enthusiastic, tall, muscular young man, and his high school crush, Yuzuriha Ogawa. Apologies if I butchered that. As they look to rebuild the world after suddenly one day the entirety of mankind was turned to stone. With several millennia passing, the world digressing back into the Stone Age, but don't you worry, we're gonna get to all that later. Dr. Stone was written by Riichio Inagaki, the series debuting in Shonen Jump in March 2017 and running until March 2022, the series finishing with 26 volumes and over 14 million copies sold. It's actually impressive that this manga managed to finish in around 5 years. The manga was illustrated quite brilliantly, I have to add, by Korean artist Boichi. And just take a look at some of the insanity that are these manga panels. Dr. Stone definitely would not be Dr. Stone without the influence of Boichi's art. To me, I think arguably one of the most interesting things about Dr. Stone, really, it's the entire premise for the show, as this really is one of the main things that sets Dr. Stone apart from most other comparable shonen in this genre. The series, you see, revolves around science, and this idea of rebuilding our modern civilization with science on overdrive, as our main character Senku looks to advance society from the Stone Age to the modern age, and to discover exactly what happened that day 3,000 years ago. Episode 1 of Dr. Stone begins in the year 2038 at a local Japanese high school. Here we are introduced to Senku, an eccentric scientific prodigy who is hard at work in the school lab. Suddenly, he is interrupted by his close friend Taiju, who he lovingly refers to as Big Oaf. Taiju declares that today will be the day that he professes his love for their third friend, this young lady, Yuzuriha Ogawa. Senku quickly hands Taiju a vial that he says contains the world's most potent love potion that he has just made for him. And with this potion, it's impossible for Taiju to fail in his mission. The young man ponders this for a moment, then he pours the liquid down the sink, saying that he could never resort to such cheap tricks. As he leaves the room, with Taiju gone, the other students ask if the love potion was really real. Senku says no, of course they don't exist, and what was in the vial was actually gasoline, which, yes, could have killed Taiju if he drank it, but Senku, with his gigantic, giga-massive brain, knew that an honorable big oaf like Taiju would never do this. Yeah, literally in the first, minute, 2 minutes of the show, we as the audience can already understand the broad tropes and themes of our two main characters, Senku being this uber-smart, logical, calculating figure, while Taiju is a loyal, honor-bound big oaf. Taiju walks outside, seeing Yuzuriha under a tree. He walks up to her with the intent to declare his love, when something happens. Suddenly, a wave of energy encompasses the entire world. As it does so, everyone, every single human being, is suddenly turned to stone, frozen where they stand. Over 3,000 years pass until one day our main man Senku, who has been counting every second since he was frozen, is freed from his stone prison. With 3,000 years gone by, the world has reverted back to the Stone Age, so Senku, along with his friends and allies, look to transform this stone world into a kingdom of science and technology as Senku vows to return the Earth and the human people back to their glory days of science as they must face the challenges that present themselves in this stone world. In several of my other anime videos, I've talked about how one of my favorite things about anime and manga is this link between one author and the story. The fact that anime and manga at many times is one person's dream of a story, their interests, their loves, their compassions, all poured into it. For example, a sports anime like Hajime no Ippo that beautifully and accurately shows the complexities and intricacies of a sport like boxing. Only someone really with a true love and understanding of the sport of boxing could create something so detailed and immersive as Hajime no Ippo. And Dr. Stone, in many ways, is really no different. Anime and manga, you see, has this beautiful way of taking something super ordinary and turning it into this extraordinary, epic thing. And the whole entire time, we, the audience, are learning something as we watch it. Dr. Stone has this way of taking facts and information about biology, geography, chemistry, really any science, you name it, and somehow it turns all of this science into something so goddamn fun and interesting. For example, at one point in the story, Senku and its allies need to obtain sulfuric acid, an extremely corrosive and deadly substance that is used in a variety of our modern day medicines. Dr. Stone takes this relatively normal, though dangerous mission and turns it into this epic battle. Sulfuric acid in these scenes is personified as this two-faced angel because, as we stated earlier, this acid is extremely deadly, but it is also used to make life-saving medicines. And this personification of an inorganic substance into this classic battle anime antagonist is just such an awesome way to convey this message and this understanding. This really is kind of a reoccurring theme that we see the artist Boichi use throughout the show, where a number of different chemicals or substances, minerals, etc. are all personified in these really fun animations. Take this one for another example. Our team here needs to heat up one of the most heat-resistant metals in the world, tungsten, in order to complete one of Senku's many projects. Boichi here personifies tungsten as this almost Godzilla-like creature in this super fun kind of epic scene. It turns something so simple as just heating a metal up into this super extra epic extraordinary thing. And it's just awesome, man. Like I said at the very beginning, you might learn more from watching Dr. Stone than any other anime out there right now. You want to learn how to make a katana? Yeah, Dr. Stone can do that. You want to make your own cotton candy machine from scratch? Yeah, Dr. Stone can teach you. Ever wonder just how to make a cell phone in a world where there's no technology? Yeah, Dr. Stone can teach you. Now, I'm not a scientist by any means, any stretch of the imagination, but would you believe me if I told you that the majority of the science and function behind the many creations that Senku makes are actually pretty fucking accurate? I mean, there's literally a whole set of doctors and engineers who farm Dr. Stone content reactions online on YouTube, and some of their reactions to Senku's creations can give you a good idea of just how accurate this anime can be.
And this is why I love the Dr. Stone anime. It's the ingenuity of the characters and how they guide you through how they make every new rediscovery, going step by step.
Over the years, I found that anime really has the main ability to do this. They can turn something so ordinary to something absolutely extraordinary. And these animes and mangas are the animes and mangas that really suck me in and immerse me. Dr. Stone does this better than really almost any other anime I think I've ever seen. You combine this amazing attention to detail in real-life science with these breathtaking animation and original soundtracks so good that it will send tingles down your spine. You wrap it all up in an intricate and deep story filled with diverse and fleshed out characters. And you got Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone really has the entire package of what makes an anime good. It somehow is both a battle anime and non-battle anime, while being a drama, a romance, a comedy, and an adventure story, all wrapped into one. I can honestly say never have I learned so much from watching an anime, and god damn it did I have fun while I was doing it. Many anime have this ability to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. In many ways, this is kind of what makes anime and manga so special as a medium, as an art form. But none do it quite like Dr. Stone. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video or learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that you will give Dr. Stone a chance, as it is one of my favorite anime of all time. It's just an absolutely amazing time. If you'd like to learn more about one of my other most favorite anime of all time, the anime that teaches you how to fight, then click the eye above. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Until next time, peace, love, adu.
Story that might be, we wasn't supposed to happen. So much talk around us, we became numb to the yapping. It was like 05, got my license to drive, picked you up in my pop's car.